Once upon a time, in the ancient kingdom of Sri Lanka, there lived a court jester named Andare. He was no ordinary jester. He was clever, quick-witted, and loved by the people. But what made him truly special was his sharp tongue and his even sharper mind. One sunny morning, the king received a gift from a merchant who had traveled across the seas. It was a beautiful, brightly colored parrot, green as an emerald with a golden beak and eyes that sparkled with mischief. The merchant bowed deeply and said, "Your Majesty, this parrot can talk, and not just mimic words. It can listen and speak like a human." The king was amazed. He placed the parrot in a grand golden cage in his garden and ordered that it be treated like royalty. As days passed, ministers, servants, and nobles would walk by the parrot's cage. They laughed, gossiped, and sometimes complained about each other, thinking the parrot was just another bird. But little did they know, the parrot was listening, and soon, talking back. Minister Silva is lazy. The cook said the queen's pudding tastes like soap. The guard sleeps during his shift. Chaos erupted. The ministers were furious. The king was embarrassed. Accusations flew like arrows in the court. So, they called the only person who could deal with this madness, Andare. Andare arrived, bowing low before the king with his usual grin. "Your Majesty," he said, "you don't need a talking parrot in your palace. What you need is a listening jester." The king laughed but insisted, "Andare, this parrot knows too much. It must be bewitched. Find out the truth." Andare nodded. "Leave it to me, Your Majesty." That night, while the moon lit up the royal gardens, Andare quietly approached the parrot's cage. The parrot blinked at him and said, "Andare is clever, but maybe not clever enough." Andare chuckled. "Well, aren't you a cheeky bird? Tell me, who taught you to talk?" "I listen to the humans, and then I talk about them," said the parrot proudly. Andare smiled. An idea began to form in his head. The next morning, Andare made an announcement. "This parrot is indeed magical, but more than that, it is dangerous. It must be tested before it is allowed to stay." The king raised an eyebrow. "How so?" "We must blindfold it," Andare said. Everyone gasped. If it can still speak the truth while blindfolded, then it is truly magical. If not, it's just a clever mimic. Andare carefully tied a silk ribbon around the parrot's eyes. Then he whispered a plan to the guards and had each minister walk past the cage, silently. "Now, parrot," Andare said loudly, "tell us who just passed you." The parrot was silent. "Speak, great parrot. Tell us about the secrets of the queen's pudding." Still silent. Andare turned to the king and said, "Your Majesty, the parrot is not magical. It is not bewitched. It simply listens and gossips. It's a mirror of our own foolishness. We call it magical, but truly it only repeats what we ourselves say when we think no one is listening." The king laughed heartily. "So the real magic is our own carelessness." "Exactly," said Andare with a bow. And so the parrot was kept in the palace, not for magic, but as a reminder to always watch one's tongue. As for Andare, he once again saved the day, with nothing but his clever mind and sharp wit. And that, my friends, is the story of Andare and the Talking Parrot, a tale that teaches us to speak wisely, listen carefully, and never underestimate the power of a clever tongue.